Hello, everybody. This is Granny E. Grain, and I'm getting ready to start the In God's Hands quest. This is helping Johanka with the patients in the infirmary. I'm going to be doing a little bit of explaining during this, explaining how to do it and some tips and hints on how I can play it and not fail this mission. It's a timed mission, so you need to be prepared. So let's get going. First off, uh, here in main level of your stats, I highly recommend that you have the 3 first aid perks. Okay? Uh, another thing that, uh, hold on. Another thing that I recommend is before you start this, hold on. Where is it? I'm trying to find it here. Oh, duh. I'm going to the completed tasks here. This quest right here, a man of the cloth. If you do this before you start in God's hands, then you will cut down a huge chunk of time. And again, this is a timed quest. So to save you having to do a lot of searching for someone, you can go ahead and get that Man of the Cloth quest done before you start this. Okay? That's where a lot of fails come from, is from not having this done beforehand. Again, I'm showing you my way of playing this. It's how I can succeed at this, and I recommend that that if you don't want to be handheld through this quest, that you go ahead and leave it alone now. Okay?
Just for a while, he says. To help your neighbours.
But I need more for them.
It's been weeks.
We can supply you with a few more blankets, but not many.
Look at them. Look at the state they're in.
I know the wounded need caring for.
One of them dragged himself in here with broken ribs, and now he's going to die from pneumonia and starvation.
Look, we're doing the best we can, and this kind of attitude isn't helping. I bid you good day.
What?
Okay. So let's come up and talk to Johanka.
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Well, that depends.
You're alive, so you're doing well.
They should let the executioner have him for what he did to Smill.
You wouldn't happen to know what Fritz and Matthew did here, would you?
Don't even talk to me about that. They weren't badly injured compared to most of the others here, and after lying in bed for a while, they got bored. So they started drinking. I'm trying to help people in dire need, and the two of them are drinking with that cretin Elias.
They always have been thoughtless, but at least they were punished for it. Who is this Elias, anyway?
One of the ordinal monks who helps out here. He was the one who brought the booze. All three of them got friendly pretty fast. You know what they say about birds of a feather.
And do you know what got between them?
I don't have a clue. One minute they're the best friends in the world, and then a lot of yelling and furniture flying around. They threw Fritz and Matthew out straight afterwards.
What kind of person is this Elias?
A timid kind of fellow.
And why is he being so hard on Fritz and Matthew? They're drowning in debt because of him, and it seems all they had was a small fight.
I don't know. He was the one who wanted to befriend them in the first place. I don't believe it's because of any property damage they did. It's got more to do with wounded pride.
Thank you. That's all I need.
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and... they're all...
Yes? Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Rattay unconscious, and I needed a healer. How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Brother Nicodemus? Who's he?
He takes care of the injured. He knows something about herbs and a little about setting broken bones.
And is he good at it?
He tries, but he doesn't have much experience.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe, but convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
Very well. And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power.
Okay. We have a little sleep and save spot there, just in case you need one.
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly. He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka. He just needs to sleep.
And another sleep and save there.
He'll be able to get out of this on his own. I'm not needed here.
Please, help me.
Huh? Why are you waking me?
You look all right?
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the Cumans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies.
Stay here.
Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing. I'll get some.
Good luck to you.
What do you want?
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? My God, I have to get back to work sooner than that.
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family. I'm poor. It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me if I don't come back in a few days, then I shouldn't come back at all. And where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in? We'll end up living in the woods, where any bandit or ruffian can set on us.
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium. Anything.
I'll try to find something.
Thank you. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
And who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
How long have you been helping here?
Since before the refugees arrived. It was much less crowded back then.
And what do you do here exactly?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus. Occasionally, I keep watch at night in case someone takes a turn for the worse. Sometimes I have to hold the patient down, or fetch and carry things.
Do you know anything about healing?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able to deal with the more difficult cases.
Thank you. I heard you had a fight with Fritz and Matthew.
Heathens.
So it was you they fought with?
Yes, it was me. And I hope I'll never have to see those wastrels again.
They deserve to be ousted, but the debt? How are they ever going to pay it?
I really don't care. Let them live in penury. Brutes.
Let's see.
I'm surprised you see it that way. They only talk about you with respect.
Really? Them?
Of course. They said you fight like a bull. And they hope you'll have a beer with them sometime again.
Well, definitely. Men will fight sometimes. I'm sure we'll settle this debt somehow. Good luck to you.
Okay.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
Why don't you go and lie somewhere else?
I can't. Not with this leg.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it quickly. Good luck to you.
Everything here is fine. You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
How are the wounded from Skalitz?
Some of them are well taken care of. But others are dying here needlessly. It's a good thing we have Johanka here. I'd never be able to manage on my own.
So you don't normally treat the wounded then?
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat. But this, I've never dealt with the carnage of battle before.
If only it had been a battle. This was cold-blooded slaughter.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
How can I help you?
Have you talked to Johanka?
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look. However, you don't look like you've studied the Hippocratic arts.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith. But I have been around the wounded before. What do I do if I'm not sure of the treatment?
Come and speak to me. We'll see what we can do.
What do you think about the custodian?
Baron von Berg? Well, he does his job well. He keeps us safe here. And the last time I saw him was when I was rubbing ointment on his rash.
I heard he's been here a lot lately.
Well, that's true. He comes to visit Johanka. But he's never here long, and he always leaves unsatisfied.
I won't get any sleep. I just
Thank
won't
you.
get any sleep.
Why are they so badly provided for? People are crammed in next to each other, and some have to sleep outside. That can't be good for them. It gets freezing here at night.
I can't afford anything more for them.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius. You decide how all the money gets spent.
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount I had when I was taking care of a few old men.
Can't you do anything? Won't the others help?
Unfortunately not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much interested in the external world, and the custodian has enough on his plate with the chaos in the region. Besides, his main concern is the smooth running of the monastery.
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
I tried him, but it seems he had some disagreement with Johanka, and now he won't give us anything.
I'll try to talk to him. Can't believe your conscience lets you leave the Skalitz locals in such a state.
I know. I'm ashamed. But my brothers believe it's all in God's hands now.
Even so, conditions here seem to me quite unchristian.
You're not the only one.
Thank you. What happened to Philip?
Philip?
He's unconscious. He's shivering and he has a fever.
Ah, I didn't know that. When he first came here, he was fine. No wounds on him. He was escorting the others. Then he got worse and worse until he lost consciousness entirely. Ask Johanka. Maybe she'll know more.
I'd like to learn something from you.
And what can you do?
A bit of everything.
Can you now? But to be more precise, do you understand herbs and medicinal plants?
I do.
In that case, you've come to the right place. Someone who knows what they're doing will have it done in a jiffy. Go to the herb garden, take a good look at what's growing there, and then pull up the weeds in the herbaceous beds. Is that clear?
Clear. I can get cracking.
Not so fast. Have I even told you what I consider a weed? It's dandelions, stinging nettles, and thistles. Those plants have their use, but they've no business growing among the euphrasia and the mentha, or anywhere else in that garden for that matter.
I see.
Once you've cleared the garden of weeds, come back. And woe betide you if you pull up anything but weeds.
Don't worry, you've never had as good a gardener. How about some potion to induce heavy sleep?
Certainly. The old reliable.
Reliable?
Some of the brothers like a good sleep. And sometimes that's the only way to get one. I'll show you how.
Thanks. Do you know anything about herbs?
I'm not an expert, but I know a little something. Is it urgent?
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction would like to get back to work. He mentioned some purple flowers that would...
Herbs.
Oh, purple herbs that should help.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look in the herbarium here. There won't be too many purple herbs for bruises and sprains.
How do I know which are the weeds?
You see, this is the part where you learn something. Look in the herbarium to find out what a dandelion, stinging nettle, and thistle look like.
I see.
Okay. Now, over here, are a whole bunch of herbs, and they'll be the ones that you will need to make the potions that are required to heal the guys over there. So we're just going to take everything there. All right?
I can't sleep again.
Here. Okay. So we come here. And we go to the herbarium. This is wormwood, belladonna, etc., etc. It's very hard for me to read the text here. I've got old eyes, and I have to get almost on top of it in order to read it. So I'll just go by what I know from playing the game. And this is what you're looking for. Little purple flowers. It's called comfrey. Okay?
Quiet!
So, I need to talk to Johanka and ask her what happened to Philip. Come on.
Henry, how are you?
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
My God! There has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
Well, I can try. I'll straighten his leg.
You?
Unfortunately, I've had occasion to try this sort of thing before. You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Well, fine. Try it then.
This is where having the first aid leveled up is helpful.
One of the sick men, Semek, is complaining about pain and the fact he can't work. He says he...
Semek? Is he one of our people?
Sleep again.
No, he's a construction worker. He's bruised and confined to...
Henry, for God's sake, our neighbours are dying here. Your friends. There isn't time to waste on some construction worker's bruises. Oh, honestly, what were you thinking?
Listen, all I need to find out is the name of a herb.
Then go and look it up in a book. You've got your own herbarium, haven't you?
What happened to Philip?
Poor man. There was nothing wrong with him, and now he's getting worse every day.
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away from Skalitz, you see. He hid for days, among the corpses. If he got poisoned.
But what can we do?
Us? Nothing. Only Father Simon might have been able to save him. He knew a lot about poisons.
But I found him. He preaches in a church in Rovna.
He's alive. Then talk to him. Goodbye.
Okay. And that's where Father Simon comes in. Father Simon, the hermit priest that we found in Man of the Cloth. Let's see, what do we need to do? There you are. Let's start off. She needs, here we go. Where's the quest? Oh, I'm done. Side quests here. In God's hands. Let's check that one out and check that one out. Okay. So these are our tasks. Help with healing the sick and okay, optional. Get sufficient game meat to bring to Johanka. Find bandages for Hannes. Get healing herbs for Simic. Find something to help the insomniac fall asleep. And get supplies from the custodian. So that's what we're doing. Now, I'm going to show you on the map. You're supposed to get game, right? Or meat, anyway. I'm going to clarify that. You're supposed to get meat. There we go. Well, up here, there's some deer. There's some deer down here. Some over here. And this marshy area. This is marshes. So there's all that stuff that you can get. Okay? But it didn't say it had to be game. So let's come over here. If you want to go find game, then more power to you. But you can just do this. There you go. Sufficient game and meat, and bring it to your Johanka. 100 portions. Oh my goodness. Oh. Too loaded, yeah, well. That's what I get for being greedy. My Henry is a thief, and he will open any chest or loot any enemies. I do steal groschen from dead villagers, but I don't steal their clothes or anything like that. Give them a little dignity. Okay. Now I've got the quest to weeds, to pull the weeds for Nicodemus, but I'm not going to do it during this quest strictly because of the time element. I don't want to waste any time. There you are, Johanka.
I'm not needed here.
Greetings, Henry.
I brought some meat.
And she wants 100 portions. Come on.
Thank you, Henry. Rich food will definitely help.
Okay, let's see if I have comfrey in with this stuff that I took out of the, let's see. Nope. Let's move this meat over to, there we go. Now this place I'm going is also where you're going to go to complete weeds by pulling all the nettle and thistle and whatever the hell else is here. Comfrey right here. So we now have the comfrey for the one guy. And I don't think I have any lullaby potion. So we'll have to brew some up. And although I have enough bandages, I'll show you where to find them. There's some bandages there. And some bandages there. We're coming over here. Let's see. Come on, lullaby. There, lullaby. So I need 1 portion of herb Paris, thistle, and poppy. And we put in the poppy and boil it for 1 turn. Put in the thistle for 1 turn. Let it cool and add the herb Paris. And that's with oil. Whoa! Hold on. There we go. There's oil. Let's start off with poppy.
I can't. I just can't.
And the thistle. That in. Get it back up to the boil.
Quiet!
There you go. And let it cool. Paris.
Quiet!
Oh, shut up. There you go. So we now have lullaby for old can't sleep guy.
I've got something for you.
Really?
Drink this, and you'll fall straight to sleep.
Oh, thank you! God be with you.
What do you want?
Hopefully I have what you need.
There you
Thank you.
go.
With any luck, I'll soon be feeling better. If you find the time, stop by to see me in a few days.
Good luck to you.
What?
I have the bandages.
Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nicodemus?
I can do it myself.
I thought you were a blacksmith.
A long time ago. But unfortunately, I've had to learn a thing or two about the art of medicine since then.
Well, fine then. See you later.
Okay.
Dear Mistress Johanka, I come again in admiration of your selfless dedication. I would like to invite you to a fine banquet at my palace. You certainly have earned some... What business have you here, fellow? Who let you in?
Be careful here. If you piss
I'm
him
taking
off,
care of the
he'll
wounded,
send you to
as
jail.
I'm sure you're aware.
Ah. Well then, run along and take care of them, and let me talk to Johanka. You're not needed here.
I won't intrude, custodian.
That's what I like to hear. Well, Johanka has my invitation, so I look forward to seeing her soon.
Okay. Now, with this guy with the leg, if you don't have your first aid up high enough, then in order to learn how to set the leg, you have to ride all the way to Rete and talk to the executioner. But we don't have to do that right now.
Are you holding him firmly?
Aye.
Done.
Okay. Now, let's do a save right here. There you go. Now, let's see. We need to get down to fast travel. Wait. I keep saying we. I do that to my grandson all the time. Yeah, we need to go do this. We need to go do that. Well, there's no going particularly. There we go. Now we're ready to go. I'm bedbound, so I don't get a chance to go out. Now, we're going to Rovna. What time is it now? Alright. Let me give you a little heads up as to where you are. You're in Rovna, and there's the church. And, whoop, right along here is the path to the presbytery. Whoop. Here we go. And there's Father Simon, the guy that you found when you were doing Man of the Cloth. That takes a fair chunk of time. And you don't have to do that now because you've already found him.
My respects to you.
I need help with treatment.
And what's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing. But Philip from Skalitz is dying. He's lying in Sasau and won't last long.
Slowly now. What happened to him?
Nobody knows much. He's not wounded, but I heard he was hiding from the Cumans for days in a pile of carcasses.
The Lord have mercy. The living should never lie with the dead. His intestines must be purged, but even then he's in God's hands.
How do I clean his intestines?
It might surprise you, but you'll have to give him alcoholic spirits, the purest you can get your hands on. The best is distilled from Artemisia. It'll make him a bit delirious, but it'll help. I'll show you how to prepare it. Good luck to you.
Okay. So now we need to go back to the monastery. Yay, monastery! Okay. So here we are again, back at the monastery. Oh, he's asleep now. That's good. There we go. See if I've got any wine here. Yeah, I got wine. Whole bunches of stuff there. Let's see now. Artemisia. Let's see. Spirits. I need to grind the... Is that 2? Yeah. 1. Is that 1 or 2? 2 wormwood. Okay. So, put in the sage, grind the wormwood, and distill. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to read this. That's just horrible. All right. Give me a minute. Drop in the sage, boil for 1 turn. Grind, cook for 2 turns. Okay, there we go. Spiritus. Alright, so what was it? Wormwood and sage. Okay, so now we've got that. Come on. Give me my torch. There we go.
What happened?
We brought you back to the land of the living.
How? How long have I been unconscious?
For a long time. Your friends have left.
I have to find them.
Rest now. You're going to be very weary for the next week or two. You'll find your friends. They probably ended up in Rattay like most of our folk.
Whoa.
May the Lord
All right.
watch over you, Henry.
And Henry?
Hmm?
Thank you.
Why are you waking me?
I see you look much better.
No, I feel much better. Then I heard it was all down to you. Thank you. If you ever need to know about anything that's going on in Sasau, come and see me. There's nothing much happens here without my knowledge. Thomas is my name. Take care.
Remember him. You will need him for another quest. Let's see, where's Johanka? No, I don't want Johanka yet. I want to talk to the custodian. Let's see where the custodian is. Ah, he's back there. He's in his house. His Yeah, he's at his desk. Good. Good.
God be with you.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good. Does she ever talk about me?
Sometimes. A little.
That's good. Excellent. Johanka means a lot to me.
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Maybe because of Johanka.
What precisely are you getting at?
Something could happen to her too, someday.
If any ill befalls my dear Johanka, she won't be left lying on some grubby floor. I'll personally see to it she's taken care of.
Because I'll pay you.
For supplies? But of course. That will be...
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by mice. Food can go off.
Yes, these things happen, certainly. And as long as the monastery needs my protection, they'll have to put up with it. Farewell.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to save right here. Because I don't want to... That's what you get for looking for a slime ball. Here we go. I think that's everything. I need some tips of wine. I'll get a beer here. Nobody's... Nobody's supposed to see me. Come on. Here we go. Anything else in here? I don't think there's anything else in here that I can... Ooh. Wait, there's one. Alright. It was closed, so let's close it again. But he didn't say a word to me. There we go. Let's get back to Johanka. Then we'll come pull those weeds. If this wasn't a timed quest, I would stop there and pull the weeds right now, but I don't want to risk failing the mission just because I wanted to pull the weeds. Well, we need to get to Johanka and close this quest out first. Chug, chug, chug. Let's get over here. Talk to Johanka. I want your polearm. She's not there. Where'd she go? Let's see. I'll be jiggered. Where'd she go? Tell Johanka. Wherever she is. I can't find Johanka. Oh, there. No, that's not her. It's a guard. Where's Johanka? She's not there. Oh, there she is. There you are. You were hiding from me.
God be with you, Henry.
That custodian Sebastian is really obnoxious.
He can be unpleasant, but in his own way. I don't know.
You can't be serious.
What's that supposed to mean? At least he was here, unlike you, the whole time. And anyway, mind your own business. Good luck then. God be with you, Henry.
How are the sick and wounded faring? I don't think there's anything more I can do for them.
You did what you could. Truly. I don't know what I would have done without you. You saved a lot of lives. Goodbye.
Okay, so now we have finished in God's hands. Everybody is healed. I've got a load of loot to go dump off in my chest at the inn. And Johanka is happy. So, there we go. That's the end of my video for right now. So I guess I'll be going, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that the hints helped you. Let me know if they did, and I will be seeing you in the next video in a little while. You know, a couple of days or so. I'll be doing the woman's lot, Teresa's portion of the story, but I'll be doing it in segments because it's a long one, and I don't want to have 3-hour, 4-hour long videos. I'll do it in sections. In any case, I'll see you guys later. You take care, and bye.